Hey, stop believing the lie that weak legs are just a normal part of getting older, because that is one of the most dangerous myths in medicine today, and it may be quietly stealing your independence right now. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell, and what I'm about to share with you in the next few minutes could genuinely change the way your legs feel, the way you move, and the way you live, even if you're 85 or 90 years old. Here's something that stopped me cold when I first read it. A landmark study published by the Journal of the American Medical Association found that seniors with the weakest leg muscles had a mortality risk that was nearly 50% higher than those with strong legs. Not heart disease, not blood pressure, leg strength. And yet nobody is talking about this at your doctor's appointment. Nobody is handing you a pamphlet about it. That ends today. Now, before we dive into this list, and I want you to stay all the way to number 1, because what I reveal there genuinely surprised even me. After 30 years in practice, I want to ask you something personal. Leave a comment below telling me your age and whether you've noticed any weakness in your legs over the past year. I read every single comment on this channel, and your answer helps me make better videos for you and for millions of seniors just like you. What we're counting down today are the 5 most powerful foods you can eat every single day to rebuild leg muscle, fight the biological forces of aging in your body, and help you stay on your feet, strong, steady, and independent for decades to come. We're going from 5 down to 1, saving the most surprisingly powerful food for last. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 5, and this one surprises almost everyone I tell it to, we're starting with whole eggs. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You've been told for years to avoid eggs, to throw away the yolk, to be afraid of cholesterol. I'm here to tell you, as a medical professional, that the science has moved far beyond that outdated thinking, especially for aging legs. Here's why this matters so deeply. After the age of 65, your body develops something researchers call anabolic resistance. That simply means your muscles have a much harder time responding to protein signals. Think of it like a cell phone with a weak antenna. The signal is being sent, but your muscles aren't receiving it as strongly as they used to. Whole eggs, it turns out, are one of the most powerful ways to break through that resistance. A study out of the University of Illinois found that men and women over 60 who consumed whole eggs after resistance activity had 40% greater muscle protein synthesis than those who consumed egg whites alone. The yolk contains leucine, zinc, and anabolic cofactors that the white simply doesn't have on its own. The practical side of this is beautifully simple. 2 to 3 whole eggs per day, ideally in the morning, gives your legs a steady stream of complete protein and muscle signaling nutrients right when your body is most receptive. Here's a synergy tip that most people miss. Pair your eggs with a small amount of vitamin C, think half an orange or a few strawberries on the side. Vitamin C dramatically improves your body's ability to use the nutrients in eggs to build and repair the collagen scaffolding in your tendons and ligaments, which support every single muscle in your legs. Don't throw away the yolk. That yolk is medicine. Number 4 on our countdown is one of the most underestimated foods in the entire world of senior health, and I have watched it transform patients in my own practice. I'm talking about wild-caught salmon. Margaret, a 78-year-old retired school teacher from Sarasota, Florida, came into my office 2 years ago, barely able to climb the 3 steps to her front porch. She was frustrated, embarrassed, and starting to believe the doctors who told her this was just aging. We made one significant dietary change, wild salmon, 4 times a week, along with a few other adjustments, and within 4 months she was walking her neighborhood again. Margaret called it a miracle. I called it omega-3 fatty acids doing exactly what the science says they do. Here's the mechanism. As we age, chronic low-grade inflammation, think of it as a slow, invisible fire burning in your muscles, actively breaks down muscle tissue faster than your body can rebuild it. Researchers at Tufts University published findings showing that omega-3 fatty acids found specifically in wild-caught salmon reduce this inflammatory process at the cellular level, and in adults over 70, supplementing with omega-3s led to a 35% increase in muscle protein synthesis rates. 35%, that is not a small number. Wild salmon also delivers something called astaxanthin, a carotenoid antioxidant that protects your mitochondria. Now, mitochondria are the tiny power generators inside every muscle cell. After age 70, your mitochondrial function can decline by as much as 40%, which is a major reason your legs feel tired and heavy. Astaxanthin helps restore that cellular energy production from the inside out. Aim for 3 to 4 servings of wild-caught salmon per week, roughly 4 to 6 ounces per serving. Pair it with a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, which enhances the absorption of astaxanthin by up to 60%, according to research from the University of Connecticut. Farm-raised will give you some benefit, but wild-caught is where the real power lives. Number 3 is something most seniors are eating far too little of. And when I tell my patients to add more of it to their daily routine, the results consistently amaze me. We're talking about Greek yogurt specifically. Full-fat, plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Here's what makes this food almost magical for aging leg muscles. Greek yogurt is one of the richest dietary sources of leucine, the amino acid most responsible for triggering muscle protein synthesis. Think of leucine like a light switch. You can have all the electricity in the world, meaning all the protein in your diet, but without leucine flipping the switch, your muscles won't respond. After age 75, your body loses approximately 35% of its sensitivity to leucine, which means you need more of it more consistently just to maintain what muscle you already have. A single cup of full-fat Greek yogurt contains nearly 9 to 10 grams of protein, rich in leucine, along with calcium and phosphorus that directly support the bones your muscles attach to. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consume dairy-based protein throughout the day, not just at dinner, maintained significantly more leg muscle mass over a 12-week period than those who ate the same total protein, but concentrated it in one meal. Timing matters enormously when you're over 60. Have your Greek yogurt in the morning or as a mid-afternoon snack. Add a small handful of blueberries on top. Blueberries contain pterostilbene, a compound that activates a muscle repair gene pathway called mTOR, which is naturally suppressed as we age. That combination of Greek yogurt and blueberries is one of the most powerful things you can put in your body every single afternoon for leg strength. Now, if you're finding this information valuable, and I genuinely believe it could change your life, please take 1 second right now to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I put out content like this every single week, specifically for seniors who deserve real answers, not just take it easy and slow down. You deserve better than that. Now let's keep going, because number 2 and number 1 are where things get truly remarkable. Number 2 is a food I guarantee most of you have never thought of as a leg-strengthening powerhouse. And when I first started recommending it, even some of my colleagues raised an eyebrow. The food is beets, specifically whole beets or pure beet juice consumed daily. James, an 83-year-old retired firefighter from Nashville, Tennessee, had been dealing with what he described as dead legs, a sensation of heaviness and weakness that made walking even moderate distances feel exhausting. His circulation had deteriorated significantly, which is extraordinarily common after 75. Within 6 weeks of adding 8 ounces of beet juice every morning to his routine, James reported that the heaviness had lifted and he was walking 20 minutes a day again. His physical therapist noticed measurable improvements in his leg endurance. James was practically emotional when he told me about it. Here is the science behind what happened to James. Beets are extraordinarily rich in dietary nitrates. When you consume these nitrates, your body converts them into nitric oxide, a molecule that acts like a traffic controller inside your blood vessels, signaling them to relax and widen. This dramatically improves blood flow directly to your leg muscles. Now, here's why this is so critical specifically for seniors. After age 70, your body's natural production of nitric oxide declines by as much as 50%. This is a primary reason legs feel weak, cold, and heavy. Your muscles are essentially being starved of the oxygen and nutrients they need to function and grow. A groundbreaking study from Wake Forest University found that older adults who drank beet juice daily showed significantly improved oxygen delivery to working leg muscles and performed better on functional walking tests than those who didn't. Beets also contain betaine, a compound that reduces homocysteine, an inflammatory marker directly linked to accelerated muscle breakdown in aging adults. Drink 8 ounces of pure beet juice in the morning on an empty stomach for maximum nitrate absorption. You can also roast whole beets and add them to salads. Pair your beets with a source of vitamin C, which helps preserve nitric oxide in the bloodstream and extends its beneficial effects. This combination is one of the most evidence-backed strategies for restoring circulation and leg strength in seniors that I know of. And now we have arrived at number 1, the single most powerful food for rebuilding leg strength in seniors. The one that surprised even me. The one the pharmaceutical industry will never tell you about because it costs almost nothing and works extraordinarily well. Are you ready? The answer is leucine-enriched whey protein specifically. High-quality whey protein concentrate consumed strategically throughout the day. Now, I know some of you may have heard of protein shakes and dismiss them as something for young bodybuilders. I need you to set that image aside completely, because what the research shows about whey protein and aging muscles is nothing short of extraordinary. A major study from the Netherlands published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed adults over the age of 70 for 6 months. Those who supplemented with whey protein, not changed their exercise, not took any medication, just added whey protein, gained an average of 2.2 pounds of pure lean muscle mass and showed measurable improvements in leg press strength, walking speed, and balance in adults in their 70s and 80s. That is the power of this food. Here is the mechanism, and it matters deeply. Whey protein is the fastest digesting, highest leucine protein source on earth. It hits your bloodstream within 30 minutes of consumption and immediately floods your muscle cells with the anabolic signal they need to begin rebuilding. Remember anabolic resistance, that weakened antenna we talked about earlier? Whey protein has the unique ability to partially overcome that resistance because of its leucine concentration, which is higher than any other whole food or protein source. Think of whey as a VIP signal that even a weakened antenna can still receive loud and clearly. But here is where it gets even more important for seniors specifically. Researchers at the University of Texas Medical Branch discovered that after the age of 65, you need almost double the amount of leucine to trigger the same muscle-building response as a 30-year-old. This means your standard diet, even a good one, is very likely falling short. Whey protein closes that gap efficiently and affordably. Dorothy, a 91-year-old great-grandmother from Portland, Oregon, came to me after 2 falls in 1 year. She was terrified of becoming a burden to her family, and she had nearly given up on the idea of recovering her strength. We started her on 25 grams of whey protein in the morning and another 25 grams in the late afternoon, the 2 windows when muscle protein synthesis is most responsive in older adults. We paired that with gentle seated leg exercises and a short daily walk. At her 4-month follow-up, Dorothy had not fallen once. Her grip strength had improved, her walking was steadier, and she told me, and I will never forget this, "Dr. Mandell, I feel like myself again." Dorothy is 91 years old, and she felt like herself again. That is what this science can do. The practical guidance here is straightforward. Look for a whey protein concentrate or isolate with at least 2 to 3 grams of leucine per serving. Check the amino acid profile on the label. Mix 25 grams in water or unsweetened almond milk and consume it within 30 minutes of waking in the morning and again in the mid-afternoon around 3 or 4 o'clock. Avoid consuming it with high-fat meals right away, as fat slows digestion and blunts the speed of amino acid delivery. The synergy tip that amplifies everything: pair your whey protein with creatine monohydrate just 3 to 5 grams per day. A meta-analysis published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that this combination in adults over 60 produced significantly greater gains in leg strength than either compound alone. Together, they are among the most well-researched, most affordable, and most powerful tools available to aging muscles anywhere in nutritional science. Let me bring this all together for you because I want you to leave here today with not just information, but with hope. So many seniors come to me having been told by well-meaning doctors, by family members, by our culture, that weakness is inevitable, that falls are inevitable, that losing independence is inevitable. I am here to tell you with 30 years of practice and the weight of the research behind me that this is not true. Muscle can be rebuilt at 70, at 80, at 90. The biology is real and the tools are available to you right now in your grocery store, in your kitchen, in the choices you make starting tomorrow morning. Your legs carry you to your grandchildren. Your legs walk you through your garden. Your legs keep you in your own home, living on your own terms, with the dignity you have earned. Every single food on this list works together as part of a daily nutritional strategy that respects the biology of aging, works with your body instead of against it, and can produce measurable results faster than most people believe possible. Whole eggs in the morning, wild salmon several times a week, Greek yogurt as your daily snack, beet juice to restore circulation and nitric oxide, and whey protein twice daily as the cornerstone of your leg rebuilding strategy. It is never too late. I need you to hear that. Dorothy, at 91, felt like herself again. Margaret, at 78, climbed her porch steps. James, at 83, walked 20 minutes a day. The research is in the description below this video. I encourage you to look at it, share it with your doctor, and have a real conversation about what your body is capable of. Scientific references are linked below for every major study I mentioned today. If this video helped you or someone you love, please subscribe to this channel right now and hit the bell so you never miss a video. I create this content every single week for one reason, only because I believe you deserve accurate, empowering information that respects your intelligence and honors your desire to live fully. And before you go, I want to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 5 foods are you going to start with first, and how old are you? Tell me your story. I read every single comment, and your words matter to me more than you know. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell. Be well, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.